So many who first start learning a language, they'll say something like, man, if I just want to learn how to put a sentence together. But what they don't really understand about that is that's the definition of grammar. Really what they're saying is kind of along the lines of, man, I'd just really like to understand all grammar in the language. Well, that's not really realistic, but today I wanted to talk about 6 tips, some basic grammar, that will help one put together a sentence in Hmong. So let's get started. First tip, Hmong grammar is centered around one basic concept, and that is called subject-verb-object. Now don't give up just yet. If you hear grammar terms, there's often easier ways to explain it. So in this case, the easy way to explain it is just to give an example in English that we already know. Think about the sentence, Jen eats food. Well, the subject is the one who does the action. So in this sentence, Jen is the subject. Then the action is a verb. It's the thing that's done by the subject. Jen is the subject. Then the action is eats. And finally, the object is what the action is being done to. So in this case, food is being eaten. Therefore, food is the object. Jen eats food. Most sentences in Hmong are built on that basic foundation. They have a subject, an object, and sometimes, oftentimes, a receiver of that action. So what are some examples in Hmong of this concept? Well, same sentence, more or less. Gu, no, mo. Gu, I is the subject. No, eat is the action. And mo, food, is the object. Nu, your, che. Nu, your, che. Nu, he or she, is the subject. Your is to buy, it's an action. And what's being bought, the object, is J, a house. Menua, tia lua. Menua, tia lua. Menua is children, the subject. Tia is to jump. And then lua is what is being jumped, the rope, which is the object. Finally, nong, no, nong. Nong, no, nong. Nong is a bird, it's the subject. No is to eat. Nong is the object, which is a seed. Okay, let's talk about tip number 2. Tip number 2 is time usually goes first. In Hmong grammar, for the person who's listening to understand when something is happening time-wise, they simply just state it at the beginning. That establishes time. You don't have to do it at the beginning of every sentence, but you need to establish time first to help the listener understand when we're talking about. So here are some examples. Na mo bei mu wo shi. Na mo bei mu wo shi. Na mo is last night or yesterday. Bei is we. Mo is to go. And wo shi is to play. Ta ki bei wo day. Ta ki bei wo day. So Taki is tomorrow, Bei is we, and Or Day is to work in the field. Ya shen so bei no chai. Ya shen so bei no chai. So Ya shen so is the period of time in the morning. Bei is we again, and No is eat. Finally, Chai is breakfast. So what about this sentence? Gu yo mo o shi taki. Gu yo mo o shi taki. Gu is I, your is will, mo is to go, or she is to play, and taki is tomorrow. Would it be understood? Very likely, yes. But is it natural and correct? Well, we can't say that time goes first every single time, because you can't make a solid rule like that. But usually time goes first, so many might feel that that's an unnatural sentence. Okay, let's talk about tip number 3. Tip number 3, words that describe a thing or action usually go after that thing or action. Now in grammar terms, we call those adverbs or adjectives, and they describe a noun. Usually they go after the noun. Let's look at some examples. Nu kien da. Nu kien da. He runs fast. He runs fast. Nu kai hing. Nu kai hing. He or she is very short. But again, in this case, it really is saying short, very, because very comes after what it's describing. Lu che lia. Lu che lia. The car is red. Red comes after because it's describing the car. However, sometimes, in rare cases, there are exceptions to this rule. So, for example, nu lo so no chua ya. Nu lo so no chua ya. Lo so is a rare adjective that goes before the thing it describes. There's a handful of adjectives or adverbs like that. For example, the word yang, or a few others that those words, specifically those words, go before the thing they describe. But again, they're rare. Okay, tip number 4, the word this or the word that usually go at the very end of the thing they're describing. So when we use an expression like this car or that house over there, in English, in Hmong, we would put the word this or that at the end of what we're describing. So let's look at some examples for it to become clear. Lu che no. Lu che no. This house, or the house this. Lu che lo no. Lu che lo no. The house big this, or this big house. Notice that the word no even comes after the adjective. And finally, a bigger example to see where the word this actually goes. Sha lu che ki ki no. Sha lu che ki ki no. If we define that literally word for word, it would be 7 the house, expensive, expensive, this. So we put all the things about the house around the word house, and then at the very end of that, we put the word this. Tip number 5. Numbers come before the thing they describe. Words that describe amounts like many or few can come before or after. So when you use numbers in a sentence, they'll become before the thing that they're describing the amount of. So if in English you say a sentence like, I have 7 cats, hopefully you don't say that. If you have 7 cats, please get help. But anyways, the word 7 will come before the word cat, as in English. Same in Hmong. The difference is that when you put a number before a thing you're describing, the number of, you need a noun classifier in between. So let's look at some examples. Gu a lu che. Gu a lu che. My 2, the car. Or my 2 cars. Nu shao bei chan dao le. Nu shao bei chan dao le. He has written 3 letters, or literally, he write 3 classifier for letters already. Nu mo dong du mi. Nu mo dong du mi. He has many cats, or she has many cats. So words that describe amounts like many or few will be used after the thing they're describing. Nu ko chen don dao. He fixes many cars, or literally, he fixed car many. Finally, tip number 6, the word with is used differently than in English. It goes before the action with the subject. So when we use the word with in English, as in I would like to go with you, it lives in a different place in the sentence in Hmong than it does in English. In Hmong, usually you state the first person, I, then you use the word with, then you say the second person, you, and then you say the action. So in Hmong, the previous sentence would be something along the lines of I, with you, would like to go. Here are some examples. Gu da ga mu. Gu da ga mu. I, with you, go. Bon do mi. No mo ok. Bon do mi. No mo ok. Bo and me. Those are names. Eat food together. So again, these are 6 tips. Hopefully they'll help you in putting together sentences in Hmong, and we'll see you in the next video.